In this video guide, we're going to talk about Adobe Portfolio, which is an app that you can access from your Creative Cloud, or you can just search it in Google. It's a web app to create websites, and like really simple website with only one page, or you can add multiple pages. You can use examples and templates and themes. So you just need to apply one and then just customize it. So it's really quick, really easy to use Adobe Portfolio. So let me just click here and show you the home page. So if I click, this is going to be the home page, and that's the address, which is going to be portfolio.adobe.com. So if you don't know how to create websites, I think this is a really good start because it's going to help you a lot. Now, unfortunately, this right now it's in Italian, so I'm going to try to switch the language. Okay, so now you can see it's in English, and of course, it's going to be in your own language if you want, and you can always translate everything. So these are some examples. If I scroll down, there are like images and information about the web app, and you see here there are a lot of them. Now, if you're interested in one of these, you can just click and you can open it up and you can preview it. And this is the actual, you see here, link. So it's an actual website and it works interactively. So I can click and open up an image. I can go back and forward, and there are like buttons here and links to social network beyond Facebook, Instagram, etc., etc. So this is, what you can do using this Adobe Portfolio web app. Now you can click on Get Started and get started right away, or you can check some other examples here. I think this is an excellent tool for photographers to create their own portfolio with images and text and captions. It's also responsive, which means that can be played, can be seen, can be visualized differently on different platforms, on different devices, like desktop, tablet, smartphone. You can also get a domain name, and you can also put passwords and other settings that I'm going to show you in just a minute. Then you have examples. So if you don't know where to start, if you don't want to start from zero, you can get inspirations here. Again, these are all other authors, so you can check the photography section, the graphic design, the illustration section, the one that you think it fits best with your work, with what you do. Then you have other pages here, but let's jump into the editor, which is the main part. So I'm going to click back here to the home page, and here I'm going to click on Get Started. So this is where I'm going to start. You can see this is completely free if you have Creative Cloud. So you need to sign in. You need to create an account if you want to do like the full operations here. Otherwise, we can just start here. You can choose with a full portfolio, meaning that it's going to have like more pages. It's going to have already text, images. It's going to be basically a full website. Or we can use the welcome page, which is going to give you like some standard and more customizable options if you want to start. So I'm gonna go. Yeah, you can also see the themes, by the way. So you can apply a theme. You can also change the theme later. And so I'm gonna go in full portfolio. I'm gonna go here in this one. I like it's kind of an illustration example. Now we can visualize in desktop, tablet, smartphone. You can see changes and it becomes, responsive, and it becomes smaller and bigger depending on the size. So you can test here the links. These again are social network links. If we like this, we can move on and go here, use this theme. And well, to do this, to proceed, we need to have an account. We need to sign up using Google or any other of these and to continue. So to do this, I need to get into my Adobe account. Now here I am in my space. This is a one-page portfolio that I created, and this is the link. So you can also get your customized link. So I'm gonna go here and type again Adobe Portfolio, and so I can go back from here to the home page. Now you can see this is a little bit different from what you see before. This is the account. So now this is the previous website I created. So I can always go here and edit this back, or I can create a new one by clicking on this big plus blue icon. Again, I can start with something that's already there. I already decided that I want to use this. So I'm going to use this theme. You can see the button up here on the right. I'm going to click here. And again, I'm going to try to change the language because I've changed browser and now again it's in English. So this is the theme. So it doesn't have anything at the moment. So I need to click here and add a page or a Lightroom album. You can use also Lightroom, or you can use Adobe fonts. You can use also other Adobe applications, of course, to integrate here in Adobe Portfolio. So if I add the page, I need to start like creating the page. So this is going to be my team page, and it's going to go in the navigation section, and that's it. So this is the first page we created, and then we can start to add some content inside. So you can see here, start building your page. We can add like an image, a text, a photo grid, Lightroom, video, audio. You can embed HTML language. You can insert buttons, social icons, forms. So we do have buttons right here already, so we don't need to add more right here, but we can do it if we want. So I can start by adding a single image. So I'm gonna pick, let's say, this image, and that's gonna be like the first picture. And then when I add a block or element, this is similar to WordPress, for example, where you work with blocks. So once I add one, you can see it's still uploading. Once it's finished, you can see that I can go here, I can delete it, I can replace, I can change the width, the alignment, the margins, I can add the captions, I can add a link. When you add a link, the link could be external or could be a link to a page, for example, like the contact page. So this is something you do every time you add a link. You can add a link to a text, you can add a link to a button, you can add a link to anything basically. Let me just create a text here. So you can see it's dividing this is splitting this into two, but you can also change the type of alignment and customize a little bit the layout. Not gonna spend too much time, but just gonna show you quickly how it's gonna work overall, and then you can see it's really easy, really fast. So let me add a photo grid. Let me upload more images in this case. So okay, let's say I wanna do a photo grid with this. I'm gonna open, and this is gonna create kind of a gallery that you can where you can check all the different things all together. And again, here you have other editing features. If you want to go more into the editing of the block, you can click here, and then you're gonna go on the left side where you can change the various um, parameters for this grid, like the width, the height, the again alignment, etc., etc. And we can move on. So we can also like make some adjustments here in the layout. And let me see here what we can do. Well, that's the footer, that's the top. Let me just go back. And so here on pages, we can add more pages. Or we can add just a simple link. Integrations with Behance, with Lightroom, with Adobe Stock. Themes, we can change the theme anytime. So if I want this, for example, it's going to just switch and it's going to become totally different. Settings, this is where you can set up the domain name. You can purchase a specific domain, otherwise you can connect to an existing domain, or you can use this one, My Portfolio. Do apply and see if it's free. You can see that this is free, so it's successfully applied. And then you have other settings for the website, like what's going to be the on page, analytics, search optimization, favicon for the web browsers, and much more. So you can take your time here. And when you're ready, you can publish. So if you click on publish, this is going to actually go online. So you can see now my site is live. This is the link, so you can all access it. Then I can view my site, or I can go back to the editor. So I can view my site online or go back to the editor. Now here on this theme, I can choose to show the logo or not, the navigation, the footer. So I think this is really easy for you to understand, and you can proceed by your own. And if you want to edit text, you just double click. You have all these editing tools, so you can change the size, the color. You can also change the alignment. It's a basic word processor, and you can also delete again or change the position of the various elements in the page. You also can work with different settings here, or you can apply different fonts. You can get new fonts from Adobe Fonts. We already talked about fonts in another video. So this is going to be it for this video guide. I hope you enjoyed, and if you did, please subscribe to the channel, stay updated. And if you want to thank us, support us, please join as a supporter. Check our other courses and video guides, and see you in the next video.